Hello and welcome to my introduction video to a fresh build I'm gonna do for my group on Facebook called Cold Steel. Come find us if you want to join us. We're doing a 3-month group build right now. We're pretty much halfway through it, and it's called Rubber Wheels. And I was building my Gulf War diorama for that group build, but it is kind of growing out of my hands, so to speak, and I'm kind of burning out on it. But I do plan on finishing that one before the end of February. My English fails me. February. So to help me get back on track with it, I felt like I should do a quick build, and to you, my fellow Cold Steelers, I said I was gonna build a little race car to get me going again. And when I said a little race car, I actually meant a tiny little race car, 1/32 scale Ford Fiesta RS WRC, and this is the Jari-Matti Latvala car, which you Americans probably never heard of, but he's kind of a big guy in the WRC rally, the World Rally Championships. And this kit combines, is a starter kit, and this kit combines my love of rally racing and my actual job as a Ford mechanic. So I spend my free times when I'm not building models working on my friend's Subaru rally car, as I am quite involved in the rallying scene here in Iceland. I actually have been a part of the crew taking several championships. So enough of my bragging, since I don't actually race, I'm just a mechanic. And one big bag with 3 sprues, the body shell, which was unprotected in there with the sprues, and a separate bag with the windows and light lenses and such. Now I'm not gonna open this one up just yet, but it's pretty basic. It's just windows. They're pretty clear, free of blemishes. The headlights and the taillights have some texture to it to represent the lights inside and such. Actually looks pretty good and close to the real thing. So yeah. First, I'm gonna take a look at this sprue right here. It is a typical Airfix light gray, kind of softest plastic. We got the bottom plate right here with the interior plate, should I say. There's another plate that comes, chassis plate. We have some Recaro's bucket seats with ejection pin marks right here by the base of the seat back, or the backrest, or whatever. We have the front grille piece right here. It has, I don't know if it's meant to have, if you can see this right here, the notch in there. I don't know if that's meant to be like that or not, but I don't think you're gonna see it anyways when it's in the bumper. And you got the spoiler, rear spoiler right here in 2 pieces, and we got some roll cage pieces, fire extinguisher, some handles for brakes and such. This piece right here, I have no idea what it does. I think it's some sort of a interior thing. And this is some inserts for the hood, air intakes I think, or grills and such. It's made of plastic on a real car. And looky here, we got some flash. There's some cleaning that needs to be done on these parts, but I was kind of expecting that for a kit of this quality from Airfix. The second sprue, we got the flat chassis plate. It is completely flat. Since this is a World Rally car, it would have protective plates underneath to protect the engine and gearbox and drivetrain from rocks and gravel and such. And we got the dashboard top. We got a steering wheel, some disc brakes, side mirrors, pedals, all sorts of bits and bobs for the interior. I have no idea what this is. This one is the roof intake, and these circles are the inner side of the tires. And we got the gear shift mechanism, antennas, suspension pieces. They actually look pretty nice. Could look nicer, but it's a 1/32nd scale kit, so maybe it can't be nicer, but it's pretty good looking anyways. And we have like a bolt detail in the protection plates underneath and stuff. Grooved brake discs, quite a bit of flash on the wing mirrors there. And then the final sprue, which contains the wheels, the wheel wells, the very simplistic A-arms. So basically it does not have any details when it comes to the drivetrain. We got side pieces for the roll cage, and we got molded seat belts, which look pretty cool, I think. They're not too thick, they're actually quite thin, so I think this will look very good when mounted in the car. And we have the gear lever right there for the sequential gearbox. We got windshield wipers. And as you can see, we got 5 tires. That's because, of course, being a rally car, it has this one spare wheel in the back. And here's something that annoys me a lot with this, and I hope Airfix will see this, because why the heck don't you have rubber tires? And not only are the tires molded in the styrene, but they are completely smooth with a huge seam line in the middle. But why would a rally car not have rubber tires, and why would a rally car have slicks? There is no reason for this car to have a slick tires. It should have rally tires with some grooves and tire patterns and such. This is really the worst type of tire that could be mounted on this car, because rally car on slicks is so rare. It's kind of ridiculous to have slicks in the kit. Yeah, I would like to see this kit with detailed rubber tires, with some rally pattern in it, not just some generic crisscross pattern that we often see in car kits, but decent rally patterned tires. Especially since I don't want to build this car like super clean tarmac racing car. I want to race on dirt and gravel and be dirty like a rally car should. So yeah, here we got the body shell, and it's tiny. being 1/32 scale, of course. I've heard online that this is actually based off the Scale Electric, was like a slot car thing from Hasbro, the Airfix people. But it's actually a pretty nice and detailed shell. We got molded in pins, safety pins for the hood and the trunk lid, or the hatch, rear hatch. Yeah, so I don't really know what to say about the shell much. It's just a shell, basic. You got the hood molded closed, of course, because there is no engine, and it's actually would look really cool if you could open up and have an engine in it, but not really necessary. And I have one big complaint again for this kit. You have, first of all, the small ones. You have mold lines going up here and here, and they are visible going along the roof line, but they cannot disappear over here. That's not really a big problem. That's just clean it up. But then we have like some weird things in here in the rear quarter windows. They need some cleaning up. And the lights, the headlights and the backlights are only like this, the holes in the body and then a clear lens over it. It really needs some backing to it. I've been thinking whether I should put just aluminum foil to simulate the reflective light bottoms, but we'll see what I'm gonna do with it, or how I will end up doing it, making it look like. But the biggest complaint I have about the body shell is it is like many Airfix new tool airplanes. It has a slight texture to the plastic. It's not quite smooth. It's like really fine orange skin, orange peel even. And on a car kit, I don't really mind it on the planes. I just paint them. But on a car kit that is gonna be shiny, opposed to the airplane kits, which are military and are supposed to be flat colored, I don't really appreciate the texture. I mean, it is quite comfortable to hold and to touch with the texture on, but how it will show up with the gloss coat, I don't know. But I'm gonna find out, because I don't really have any means to smooth this out without losing all the details, like the windshield washer squirters, whatever it is in English, and such. But yeah, this is a build that I actually look quite forward to doing, since of course this is one of my hobbies, is rallying, and all my friends are into rallying and stuff. But yeah, you have decals right here, cartograph decals. They're really good looking. They're gonna be real hard to put on. You can't really see them, I think. These are mostly very thin white lines, because the car is gonna be all black. There's even a decal that says, "As long as it's black," referencing the old Ford slogan. You can have any color you want as long as it's black. What else? So you got the instructions. I think I'm running out of time, almost at 15 minutes here. With standard info on the car itself. It's more like, it's not really about this specific model year. What, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It just is. basic information about the WRC Ford Fiesta, which is quite a popular car with the rally teams these days. Although 2017 is gonna be the year to look at WRC with Toyota coming back and all kinds of things that I get distracted by when I'm supposed to be talking about modeling. So yeah, they have typical Revell instructions. They're quite easy to follow. Yep, not much to say about this. You don't have any decal callouts or location, because it's right here on the back of the box where all the decals are going to be. As for paint, the car is supposed to be black with gray rims. Interior, it probably says what the interior color is supposed to be in the instructions. I haven't really looked at it yet, but I'm not going to follow that anyways. I'm just going to look online at some reference pictures and stuff. So stay tuned for part 2 of this, where I will try to build it as fast as I can, along with building also a Messerschmitt for another group build. Stay tuned.